Good evening. Welcome to tonight's video, Part 10 of the PFBI series. I do hope you're enjoying the series as you're listening to it. I believe it was at this point that I thought that the series would be much longer than it is, but what can you do? As a writer, you have to take guesses, expectations of realistically how long you're going to be able to do something, and then you get to take a look at it and realize, how long can I truly do this? But yeah, I'm not upset. I'm not completely happy either, but I guess it's a balance, slowly getting closer to the end. Without further ado, here's Part 10 of PFBI. Hey there, Lynch again. At least I'm 90% sure I'm still Lynch. I can't believe I've been having an identity crisis. I'm a grown-ass man. Anyway, I went ahead and posted some of the papers I found in the safe and put them online. I'm not sure if it's my sense of completion or for closure. Honestly, I was tired of looking at them still sitting on my desk. I don't have a script this time, which I apologize for. However, I went through the envelope that I set aside for later. It was addressed to Selena. As illegal as it might be, I opened and read it. She's not here, and I don't feel like she's coming back. Here's what I read.
Dear Selena, happy birthday. I'm writing this in hopes that it reaches you in time for your birthday. I pray you'll get the chance to read this and understand. Our family has been hosting an entity that dwells in one person at a time. Our ancestors have called it the pilot. Upon the time of my death, it will pass on to the youngest of our bloodline. That is you, unless I'm expecting another grandchild. I hope you live your life as happy as you can, my sweet. I pray you can handle this burden as I have. Stay strong. Love, Grandma.
So that would explain her Freaky Friday side. I honestly thought she was just majorly bipolar. After quite a lot of physical pain and feeling like I was on the cusp of losing my mind, something good finally happened. I was taking a nap in the kitchen, which was interrupted by shuffling footsteps over the broken wood, glass, and metal. Don't ask me why I was sleeping in there. It's not like my boss is around to punish me. I looked around and saw a beast helping Selena limp towards me. Sitting up, I quickly made room for her on the couch. Technically break room, but there is a stove and shit, so kitchen it is. She slid and leaned on the arm of the furniture, relaxing until she fell asleep. I looked at Beast. He simply waved for me to follow him. Quietly, I made my way through the rubble, trying to be as quiet as possible, and I followed him to the main office, deep inside of the building. He effortlessly tore through the emergency doors like it was paper. I bet he could rip a telephone book in half. Our footsteps echoed through the large room I'd entered only once before. The tanks that were filled with humanoid figures were empty. Ahead I saw a few leather chairs varying in size. He sat down in one that fit him, and I did the same, sitting across from him.
You mind telling me what the hell happened here? This place looks like me on a bad day happened to it. Nah, a bad day wouldn't leave any survivors.
Just some government assholes who do what they want to get what they want, I said, showing my disdain for those certain assholes.
As they do. It's Lynch, right?
Honestly, I don't know anymore. Not sure who I am. He looked at me as though he recognized someone from his past, pain reflecting in his eyes.
I see. I'm truly sorry for any pain I've caused you.
he said with sorrow in his voice. Hey, you haven't broken my bones. That's Selena's specialty. I laughed as I said it.
Regardless, I feel you deserve an apology. Even if it's considered to be worth nothing.
We all die in the end. Sometimes we don't get to choose if we're brought back. The universal powers can be assholes.
Yeah, they can. I've witnessed just that firsthand. You don't know what happened these last few months, do you?
Not a clue. I honestly thought everyone got tired of my shit and left. I wouldn't blame them if that's the case.
Well, I hope you can find joy in knowing it's not. It was much worse than what was expected.
What happened? The vacation boat sink, or what? Beast drew in a sigh before continuing.
It was no vacation. We were ordered to leave. Those chosen, at least. Those too weak were slaughtered. He used your co-workers as vessels to house his children's souls. His plan was to build an army to challenge the greater powers that seeked to punish him for his transgressions. His crime was meddling in the creation of a being he could hardly comprehend, the Almighty, though the punishment would be carried out by Drake's own hand, his fellow high gods. The fool assumed he could defeat them with numbers. He gathered hundreds of us together for a grand battle. Quite the motivational speaker, I'll give him that. The high gods arrived and gave all of us an ultimatum. We were to flee or be erased from the cosmos. Drake ordered us to attack, and within seconds, those who struck first were vanished from existence, never to be seen again. Drake didn't give us the option to run. He absorbed the souls of those who tried. I had enough of his antics, and I would not die for him. His guard, the old man you met before, is much stronger than most of us. I had to take him out first to get to Drake. I struck him square in the jaw, and he went flying. Normally he would have blocked me, but he took the hit. I should have aimed better. He crashed into Selena, injuring her badly. But I couldn't stop there. I went for Drake, and I grabbed him by his scrawny neck. Holding him up, I offered an ultimatum of my own. For them to spare the rest of us and take Drake. I wanted to see him suffer, to justify the hell he had me endure. Abruptly, a doorway opened before us. I couldn't get a good look inside. Chains of light shot out, piercing his body, quickly pulling out his soul into the bright realm. It looked alien-like. From within, I heard someone speak with Drake. Something along the lines of, "I'll be taking your crown now, Father." Another soul came from the doorway and entered Drake's body. While they got up, I sensed the presence of an old adversary. He looked at me and had a genuine smile. He greeted me like an old friend, as if the pain he caused me had never occurred. I didn't trust him. So I asked him what he wanted. He just assured me that he wanted no conflict, that we were free to live as we desire. I couldn't shake the feeling he had something planned, but I didn't care anymore. I just wanted this, all the pain, the control, the abuse, to stop. I called him by his name and wished him farewell. He insisted that I call him something else. Jonathan. Seemed he was paying homage to the soul that had spurned him to hold on to hope throughout his punishment. As I was leaving, I caught Selena's scent. More out of guilt, I helped and carried her. Took some time to find this place again. I'm not sure where everyone left to afterwards. As far as I can tell, we're the only ones who made it back. I didn't know where else to go, to be honest. It's not like I've ever had a home on this rock. Just a cave or a prison.
Why not hire that one guy to build you a place? George, I think.
It's not a bad idea. I'll probably stay long enough for the place to be fixed up. After that, I'm gone. Just tired of this shit. I just want to do something different. All I can do is break everything.
Alright, I can get the janitor on the line. I'm sure he'll have this mess cleaned up in a day. Dude's damn good at his job. I'm honestly shocked I hadn't thought of this sooner. Wait, we don't have a CEO anymore. Beast looked at me and gestured to the red velvet chair. Oh, hell no. Nope, no way. I'm absolutely certain I'll burn this place down by accident.
Selena, that is. That means you're going to have to recruit for this place. I'll leave that to you. Make sure to tell her of her promotion when she wakes. I'm certain I'll be gone by then.
I managed to fix up the typewriter to update you guys as soon as I could. This happened a little while ago. 12 hours after I called the janitor, the place was back to normal. Seriously, I was staring at a shattered steel support beam. I blinked, then it was fixed and supporting again. Selena took the news of Beast's explanation as well as his departure better than I did. The news about her promotion she took as well as she could. I also told her about the letter. After quite a lot of tears, along with a broken bone or two. I'm not sure because I heard more than 2 cracks from my body. She prepared herself for her new title. I'm hoping she does well. I believe she'll do great, actually. And I'm now in the process of hiring. And before you ask, no, Reddit is not the place where you get a job like this. Or as far as I'm aware at least. This will take up quite a lot of my time, so I won't be able to post nearly as often. I'll try to share any interesting interviews I do have, though. As always, and until further notice, I'm your friendly PFBI guy, Lynch. I remember this part well. The original idea was going to be kind of a pause there. The end of a first section, and the continuation after that was planned to be another 10 parts, but I did think of a different way for that instead. Currently, there are 3 to 4 parts left to the series. And maybe 5 or 6. No promises, no guarantees. Like, whatever I say here can change in the future. Whatever ending I do decide, I'm doing my damnedest to write it in a way that it fits just right. Open-ended enough that other tales can taper off of it. I do plan on writing more stories after the PFBI ends, so I do hope you'll stick around after that. I'd like to give Nightshift Ruminations and AK Feniks a humongous thank you for adding their voices in this part. I will leave their links down in the description. I try to have whatever parts in the series, the characters, and line them up with the voices that I'm familiar with of people that I've met before, other narrators, trying to fit it just right, and these two, I feel they've done their characters very well in this series. As of recording this, I have 2 patrons. Pimp Demon and Lycantracker, 2 who have decided to donate to my Patreon signing up, which I'm humongously grateful for. I will leave my Patreon link in the description. You may sign up for it if you desire to do so. It's not a requirement, but I'm deeply grateful if you decide to do so. And thank you all so much for being here so close to the end. And updating, I think I'm going to stick to 15 parts, if I'm being honest. It kind of a middle number instead of at the 10 parts additionally. Let's do 5. Thank you for being here tonight, and I do hope you enjoyed what you heard. And I do wish you a fantastic rest of your day, night, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever day or time of day it may be for you. And do remember, there's so much we've yet to understand in this world.